Hello and welcome back to Whiskey Wars. My name is Sean and we have another quick whiskey shot for you tonight. Tonight we'll be doing a fast review of Old Forster 86 Proof. So let's get into it. Alright, so here's our bottle for tonight, and as you know, quick whiskey shots are fast reviews of a whiskey or bourbon. So let's go ahead and see what this bottle has to say about itself. The first bottle bourbon, and of course we know that to be historically true. That is kind of Old Forster's claim to fame. But let's see what it says here. This whiskey is distilled by us only, and we are responsible for its richness and fine quality. Its elegant flavor is solely due to the original fineness developed with care. There is nothing better in the market. Now that is quite a claim. Let's see what the back has to say. Nearly 150 years ago, my great-great-grandfather, George Garvin Brown, was the first to seal this bourbon in a glass bottle. Of course, we know that. Ensuring consistency and exceptional quality, which was his whole goal, was to put out a bourbon that the people thought was of high quality and that he was proud of. He felt so strongly in his convictions that he signed his name to it. Today, I am proud to add my signature as proof that our commitment to the Old Forster legacy lives on. Campbell P. Brown, President, Old Forster. All right, so that's kind of a little bit of background. Of course, we've done fuller reviews of Old Forster products in the past. So if you have an interest in those, I will link them up above if you want a more full history of Old Forster as a company. Well, let's get this thing poured. I'm gonna try a little bit of a long pour. There we go, not too bad. Only 2 drips on the table. But anyway, let's see what it smells like. All right, so very typical Old Forster nose right away, getting the banana, brown sugar, caramel, vanilla, certainly toasted oak notes in there, maybe very light sour oak. I would actually say the sour note is more akin to like an orange. Yeah, not a super complex nose, but you know, this is a $23, $24 bottle, so not expecting a whole lot. And it is also only 86 proof. So, yeah, but it is a nice nose for what it is. Let's go ahead and have our first sip. All right, so basically exactly what you would expect from an Old Forster product. You're definitely getting that banana note, and it's kind of like a banana runts or like a banana Laffy Taffy, something like that. And then you're getting the brown sugar, the caramel, and it's a very nice brown sugar note in there. The caramel is a little lighter, but it's definitely present. And then you start to notice kind of mid-palate going towards the back, you start to notice kind of some barrel spice in there. You're getting some cinnamon notes, some peppery notes, and definitely kind of a toasted oak along with that kind of sour, orangey, maybe sour oak note in there as well. And as that goes into the finish, then you start to get kind of this creamy, kind of cinnamon note in there, and then it gets kind of more spicy into a more prominent cinnamon, something like a big red gum or like a Fireball, as well as some peppery notes mixed in there as well. I would say definitely like a black pepper. And then you get so a lot of barrel presence on the finish as well. You're starting to get little hints of char notes, but just like a nice toasted oak note in there as well. All in all, I would say that if you are into lower proof whiskeys, if that's what you typically sip on, this is a nice option. I would say as far as a ranking goes, I would give it a solid 7.5 in that kind of bracket range, the under 25. It is a good bourbon, especially if you like the smoother bourbon experience. With all that said, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this review, and if you have, hit that like button and give us your thoughts on this as well if you've tried it. Let us know down in the comments your thoughts. And as always, folks, just remember, you can never have too much good whiskey.